Hi everyone, this is Matthew Rhodes, and I'm joined by Matlock Town manager Paul Phillips. Paul, we'll get straight to the nitty gritty because a lot has happened with the club, not just within the past 7 days, but within the past 24 hours. So there's plenty to talk about. So first of all, Philo, one of the biggest pieces of news for the Gladiators is the comeback of Adam Yates. Just first of all, how has that move come about? Did he get in touch with you, or was it a case of you reaching out to Adam to see if you could help out with with the low squad numbers at the moment at Matlock?
Yeah, the latter there, to be honest, Matthew. It was obviously we've lost. I've never known it. We've lost maybe three or four centre halves in the last couple of weeks. My phone book ran out of centre halves, and the only one really we could think of who we trust and who knows the club is Adam. Probably no more so than himself. So we went to him, asked him if he could do us a favour. I think it will only be short term, but again, I know he has missed it. He trained last night for the first time with the lads. Didn't look out of place. Didn't look like he'd been away. I think that tells you everything about the calibre of the lad. And it was a bit of a lift after last Saturday to obviously see Adam come back in the changing room, and it was greeted with open arms.
Yeah, you just touched on it there, but do you think will it just be sort of like a short-term thing while the squad numbers are quite low, or could it be until the end of the season? Do you think?
I think that ball's in Adam's court, obviously, because his love of the club, because we've asked him and obviously spelled it out to him where we are with things. I think he's come in to help us out for the short term. I'm hoping we can twist his arm because I think he's only 32. He's still got a lot to offer. He was one of the best players on the pitch last year. He never let us down. He knows the league. He knows the club. So I'm hoping we can twist his arm and he can stay till the end of the season. But again, it wasn't the footballing reasons why he went away, and I sort of had time with his family. So we've also got to respect that element as well. So if he does do it short term, we'll thank him for that. If he wants to stay long term, then we'll welcome that, no problem whatsoever.
Okay, cool. And news of another incoming just within the past 24 hours. So we've had news that Jamie Cook, who's a 19-year-old midfielder, I believe, who's come into the club on loan from FC Halifax Town. What can you tell us about Jamie Cook? What kind of midfielder is he?
Well, he's more of a modern-day number 10, to be honest. He'll probably play as a forward. He's an attacking presence, great on the ball. He trained last night. It was frightening. If he plays tomorrow like he trained last night, then we're in for the right treat because he was unplayable last night in training. But he's a lad that's sort of come away from full-time football at Fleetwood Town. He's gone into Colne to grit his teeth in non-league. I think he scored 8 in 12 games for Colne. Halifax have stumped up a nominal fee to take him over to them, and all thanks to Pete there at Halifax for letting us have him. Gareth at Halifax for letting us have him, because I think he reminded me when I've watched him last year, and he reminded me in training last night of Dan Greenfield a little bit. He gets on the ball, makes things happen, drives at people, got a willingness to work. So I think he'll fit in just well with us.
Excellent stuff. And just to confirm, both Adam Yates and Jamie Cook, are they definitely available for the Bamber Bridge match?
I'm pretty sure they are. We were just waiting for the FA to open at their leisure this morning to confirm that. But I'm pretty sure Keith done all the paperwork. Everything was done. So I'm pretty 99% sure that's all complete.
Okay, awesome. And unfortunately, news of an outgoing from the club just within the last 24 hours that we can confirm. So Det Walker has joined Sam Edgerton to Warrington Rylands. Det Walker had been at the club obviously for a little while, but obviously hasn't been able to play much, obviously because of the COVID reasons. But did that come as a surprise to you when Deck said he was going to go off to Warrington Rylands? Now, how big a blow is that to the club?
Yeah, it's a big blow. I think Deck has been one of our better players this year. Obviously, his work rate and his tenaciousness off the ball is really helped us out with having a half decent start. He phoned me up on Tuesday, I think it was. I was still away, Monday or Tuesday, and just said that his circumstances had changed because of work. Then I get a phone call off Rylands, basically saying, "What's the chances of waiving 7 days for Det Walker because we need a player like that?" And again, it's just disappointing how well the club has treated certain individuals, himself, Sam. And listen, I'll upset a few people by saying that, but everyone knew at the end of last season, start of this season, when the club were looking after him, that where he was travelling from, what he was doing, what they were committing to. We made sure, as a football club, they knew that side of it before we took them forward this year. Then we're 1 month into the season, 2 months into the season nearly, and these things sort of come up, and it's disappointing because the club has served them so well. We asked a little bit of loyalty back, and I don't think we've had that. And again, I wish the two players and I wish the two lads that have never given me a moment of trouble. But again, it just leaves a bit of a bad taste in your mouth when the club's treated them so well.
Right, okay. And just a quick word just on Ashton Hall, because I just understand there's a little bit of news just in regards to his circumstances as well, which sort of explains why you've also asked for Adam Yates to return as well.
Well, Ashton didn't play last week because obviously he was going in at Barnsley. Ashton came in short term, did really well in the game that he played. But he's always been his intention to get back into full-time football. He had a call off Barnsley last week and they want him to go in and play a couple of games. And I think, reading between the lines, it's been going well for him. So I can't stand in the kid's way. He's a great lad. And I think he's only 20, just 20. So he wants to be in full-time football, and I take my hat off him for that. So realistically, last week, we brought Johan in, and he played in front of him last week because I felt it'd be a bit bad on us if he's going into Barnsley and he gets injured last Saturday. So that's where we are with Ashton. I wish him well, and we've already said to him, and he said to us, he likes the club that much. If nothing obviously transpires at Barnsley, then he will come back in, and hopefully, if he doesn't get anything, well, it's a catch-22 for us, to be perfectly honest, Matthew, because we hope he does get something, but in a way we want to be selfish and say he's a great footballer, great centre-half that would love him to be in our ranks for the rest of the season, but we wish the kid well and hope it goes well.
Yeah, and just finally, Philo. So, when this goes out on Matlock social media, it'll just be about 24 hours before the trip to Bamber Bridge in the league. Bamber Bridge may be surprising quite a few people by also being around the top 5 at this early stage of the season. What kind of game would you expect from Bamber Bridge? And have you been surprised by how well they've started their campaign?
I've not been surprised because James is a very good manager. He was a very good footballer, one of the best midfielders set piece wise I've seen. So I know that he'll have him well drilled. They've got a lot of young lads. We went to watch them at Runcorn Linnets in the cup last week, where they got beat 3-1. Probably an off day as we had against Belper, but obviously it comes at the wrong time for them. They'll be looking to respond, but they'll be a good footballing team. It'll be I like Bamber Bridge. The pitch is always good. It's a good stadium, and it's a nice place to play football. So it'll be a tough game, and one where we need to respond from last week's defeat. And we've got obviously Bamber Bridge, we've got Radcliffe and FC United in the next 7 days. So it's 3 massive games for us, and another week where we'll hopefully push on and keep a grip on the top of the league, and hopefully push on and get to the top of the league, which we could have done last week.
Okay, lovely stuff. Thanks for your time today, Philo, as always, and best of luck for the game away against Bamber Bridge.
Thank you very much.